Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? It's Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today's Thursday, October 7, 2010. Hope y'all are doing great. And we got a lot to discuss today just because the market looked kind of confusing. If you're trading today, then you kind of know what I'm already talking about. But we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. I do have open my 15-minute, my 4-hour chart. And the first thing I always do is take a look at my overall trend. And so to do that, I'm going to go to my 4-hour chart. And I'm going to move it back to before midnight so you can see what it looked like. Now, the first thing you'll notice is that the candle right before our trading session, which is the 8 p.m. candle Eastern Time, did form to make a new trend change candle, and it changed the trend from up to down. You can see the RSI is below 50, stochastics are trending down, so it is a valid trend change candle. So therefore, right at the start of our day, our trend is down. Now, let's move through today's action and see what happens. On the very next candle, there is a crossover back to the upside. Now, the first instinct or your first reaction may be, well, this is a new trend change candle and the trend is going to change again. However, you do have to look at the indicators. So there was a crossover to the upside, but if you look at the indicators, RSI is above 50. However, stochastics are trending down. So this isn't a valid trend change candle. What you would have to do here is wait to see what happens on the next candle. Now, if in the next candle the trend continues up and stochastics crosses up, then at the close of that candle you would have a valid trend change. However, if the market reverses back down, then your trend never changed. You are always in a downtrend. So we have to wait and see what happens on the next candle. So at this point, our trend is still down, even though we have this crazy looking candle here. Now, if I move through the next candle, you can see the market does continue to skyrocket to the upside, and now the indicators all line up. So at the close of this candle, which this closes at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, we do have a new trend, and the trend has now changed from down to up. So from midnight all the way up until 8 a.m. Eastern Time, we were looking for short trades, and now that we do have a confirmed trend change candle, now the trend has switched from down to up. So at 8 a.m. Eastern, from that point forward, we are now looking for long trades. And then you can see the rest of the day, the market just continues to reverse back to the downside. However, by that time, we're already done with our trading session. So again, kind of confusing. If you're confused there, please rewind the video and watch it again. But if you're still confused, don't hesitate to ask more questions in the blog, and I'll try to see if I can explain that a little more clear. So now I'm on my 15-minute chart, and this is where we're going to look for our entries. And I'm moving this to before midnight so you can see what it looked like. But before we start trading, we do want to take a look at our news events for the day. And so basically you go to babypips.com, click on the you click on the tools tab, and it's going to automatically bring up the news events for the day. And today is October 7th. And basically we're looking for news that affects either the UK or the US. So under the currency column, anything that says GBP or USD, we're going to look at. And we only want to take a look at news that may have an impact on the market. So under impact, we want to make sure it has at least 2 or 3 dots. Anything with 1 dot, we're not going to regard as a news event. So if I go down, we see at 3, we have a couple of GBP reports. However, only 1 dot of impact. So we're just going to simply skip over it. If we continue to move down at 4:30, we have manufacturing production and industrial production for the UK, and those both had 2 dots of impact. So this is something we do want to write down. So 4:30 is the first time slot I'm writing in. Continue to move down at 7. We had a big one for the UK. It was the BOE rate decision. That's 3 dots of impact, very important, as well as the asset purchase target, which is also at 7. So 7 a.m. Eastern Time is the next slot that I'm jotting down. If I continue to move down, at 8:30 the US had initial claims, and that was 2 dots of impact. So again, something else to write down as well. So to recap, we had 4:30, 7, and 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and those were the time areas to watch out for because of the news events. Alright, so then I have my news events handy. I know I'm only, at this point, I know I'm only looking for short trades. So now I can begin my day, and I'm going to move through this chart 1 candle at a time, giving my thought process along the way, and hopefully get you to start thinking the way that I think when it comes to trading the system, so that when you're on your own, you know how to handle everything. So here we go. We're moving the chart forward. Remember, at this point, we're looking for short trades. So the first thing we want to watch for is a crossover to the downside. It looked like we got close there, but didn't quite happen. And now the market is starting to move up. Again, it bounces off this moving average right here, and it continues to move up. Now, 4 a.m. Would see that crossover. However, we're still in a downtrend because the indicators didn't line up. So we're waiting to see what happens until the close of the next candle. And you can see that the market is just going bullish, and we're only looking for short trades. But so we're not in the market at this point, and you can see that the market just continues to move up. And so there's the 8 a.m. candle. So at this point, I now have a valid trend change. So I'm switching gears, and instead of looking for short trades, now I'm looking for long trades. And so I'm just continuing to watch it. Market does retrace back down, and we're looking for long trades. So I'm getting ready at this point for anything. And it's 11:30, 11:45. So there's the end of our day right there. So nothing happened. Kind of the trends just were a bit seesaw today. So it's all right. We didn't have any trades. There's plenty of trades. We'll never run out of trades. So don't feel bad if you didn't get anything today. In fact, if you got the same thing I did, then you should feel confident knowing that you're on the right track and you're trading the system correctly. So if you have any questions, again, don't hesitate to ask. I'll try my best to answer them. But that is it for today's update, and I will see you all in the next one. Cowabunga, dude.